pray all praises to Yahweh, Shem, Shai, double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, Jim as salutation to y'all around the world is teaching the truth in your lives on the line for it. Alright. And Shalom to your series Aqua. My name is Mael Ka'ala Bungad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. Alright. Black is a color, now not a nationality. We are not fitting with any violent militant terrorist groups. We are not fitting with those groups. Alright, so right here is the title, white woman said Jews are black. Then a husband grabbed her by the neck. Alright, so in this case, when we say black, basically mean brown skinned person, not like all black like a person, anything, you know. And also you have to remember that that people use for the term black. All right, so people don't know what we know. This is Deacon music page, all right, from Sakari, and you had this Edomite woman, and I don't know what's Dr. Brown and vocab problem. You know, this Edomite woman knows that the Israelites are a melanated people, brown skinned people. All right, so we're gonna play it right here. All right.
Acts 13:1. So who are the real Israelites? Look at him walking by shaking his head with them cat sketcher boots on. Now, you said God's chosen people are the Israelites, right? What color are the Israelites according to the Bible? They're black. Get this devil in, man. Get a goddamn devil.
All right, so there you go, man. Right, all right. So the Edomite lady told you that the Israelites were a melanated, brown-skinned people. All right, nobody's black like these funks, but they're melanated, man. But what's the problem of everyone else, man? All right, they seem they can't grasp it, man. All right, because you go to you know what? I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want this video taken down. All right, but you go to Good Morning. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Nick Cannon. All right, this 1 week ago on here, you know, they saying, well, he's anti-Semitic. All right, because he said that the so-called blacks in America are the original Israelites of Shemitic descent. All right, you know, but here go one right here. Is she anti-Semitic by saying that the Israelites were the original ancient Israelites were a melanated people? No. All right, she herself, the Imam, was of Shemitic descent. All right. Even though you know, the rest of people don't see the Amalekites, the Ish people as who's the head tribes, they all people, they all the same people. They are Shemitic sin, and they are the seed of Edom. The so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans are the seed of Jacob. All right, you know, she told the truth. You know, hey. There you go. All right. All right, because the children of Israel were a dark people. All right. Matter of fact, go Acts chapter 13 and 1. Matter of fact, it's something funny I discovered on Wikipedia. It says right here, oh yeah, Acts 31. So how they put it. In the church of Antioch, there were prophets and teachers: Barnabas, Simon of Niger, Louis of Syria. But it don't say that. All right. All right. Then you go to the actual scripture. It says what? Hold on. Acts 13:1. Now there was a church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers All right, certain prophets and teachers. So when somebody else, another nation, was ever be able to prophesy? All right, all right. All the prophets throughout the nation of Israel were were of the nation amongst the 12 tribes of Israel. Nobody else. There was no Ishmaelite that came in and prophesied and delivered the children of Israel. No Moabite or Edomite came to save Israel from. I'm talking about giving up ordained by Yahweh to be a prophet and come deliver Israel out of their enemy hands. No, that never happened. That never happened in history. All right. It says Deuteronomy 29 verse 29. The secret things belong to Yahweh our power, but those things which are revealed belong to us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Who's getting the law, such commandments? There is like Psalms 147:19. All right. And let you know right here is talking to Israel at the very top. The covenant in Moab. These are the words of the covenant which Yahweh commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel, the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made with them in Horeb. All right, you go right here, Amos 3:7. All right, it says right here, surely Yahweh will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. The prophets. All right. Okay. All right. So all the prophets. So Simon, nicknamed Niger, was an Israelite. All right. Then we'll go back to that scripture. All right, it says right here, now there was a church that was at Antioch, certain prophet and teacher, Barnabas and Simon, that was called Niger, right? So you're going to agree. All right. Simon that was called Niger. What is that called? Let me get that word. For call. All right, agree.
Strong's G 2564. Kaleo. Kaleo.
Kaleo. All right, you see what it means. Okay, Kaleo to call, prophet allowed for these verification direct otherwise be it called forth, whose surname was called. All right, so Simon. All right, and then called Niger, meaning dark skin. All right, that's what they do today in so-called Negro, the tribe of Judah. Well, they dwell in America. Somebody real dark. They call them what? Black. All right. All right. Back in the 80s, it'd be what? Nigger. Okay. It's actually called that right here. Are you listening right here?
Strong's G 3526. Niger.
All right. Which means what? Black. All right. Means dark brown, melanated, man. The Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes complexion, man. All right. Then you go back to let's see right here. The nickname nigger is interpreted by some to mean black, referring to a dark complexion or African descent. So he's not African, he's an Israelite, all right? Being his phenotype is so-called Negro, right? Brown skin, man. All right. So that's what it is, man. All right. Okay. All right. But everybody else seem to have a problem with it, man. All right. Particularly Dr. Brown and Vocab alone, you know. But they deceivers anyway. You know, they not gonna get it. They don't want to get it. And what they want to do is keep their, even though they on the bottom, is basically because they don't want to lose their, basically their, what do they call that? They don't want to lose their foothold in his kingdom, which is a low stake foothold. Cause you gotta be you gotta be the elite. You know, one the Edomite family, the Rockefeller, Rothschilds, and everything to be on top, man. But you know, their worst fear is this, man. All right, this is let me see, what is this? Matter of fact, it's a good what's that white man? Burn is a good movie. got John Travolta. All right, and it just show you in this movie, surely Hollywood directing the movie. Surely if Jake never went off, what would have been? All right. It says in alternate universe, successful African Americans, right, Judah Israelite, live in gated communities where impoverished Caucasian, popular crime ridden in the city ghettos. But this is gonna be on the kingdom cell. The Israelites they gonna have spiritual powers, man. They gonna stay in captivity, man. All right. Esau gonna after 1,000 years he's gonna serve his sentence and going to burn up. All right. All right. So let me get to this apocrypha, and that's what you think. What is that? And that's Esau nightmare, man. Had a scorch, dark brown, jet dark brown. Israelite screaming hollering with a laser whip. All right, telling him what to do, man. You know, Esau he fears that, man. You know, he wake up in cold sweats all throughout the nights, man. All right, that's why he constantly coming up with pseudo plans. You know, well I call that pseudo. All right, basically paper thin plans because they're not gonna work. The plan's not gonna work against the elect and the 1/3 of Israel. All right. All right, right here it says 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. It said all these Adam also whom thou madest Lord thy creature, of him come we all, the people also whom thou hast chosen, who y'all chosen, Israelites. Read that Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6, Deuteronomy 14:2. All right, all this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sake. As for other people which also come out, thou hast said thou nothing be like unto spittle, and has like unto the buzzing until the drop that fallen. But right, that's why people get offended when you say that the so-called Negroes like the Native American Israelites, man. All right, because the Israelites are the cream of the crop, man. All right. Oh now, oh Yahweh, behold these heathen which had oh now yeah Salah. And now, oh Yahweh, behold these heathen which had ever been reputed as none that have begun to be lords over us to us, right, man? Now how they got that? Because we violate the law, statutes, commandments. All right, that's why we predicament today. Right? That's why we get shot in the street, or when the officers could do what they want with us, man. Cause we on the curse, but good news according to Deuteronomy 30 verse 70, curses coming off us and going on to them. Okay. And this movie, White Man's Burden, it's a good movie, man. I advise you all to look at it. All right, go to images. All right. Good movie. And then this so-called white man, not white man, they're red. And John Travolta, Jake, man, he's a speckled bird. All right. All right, but this has that's how it's supposed to be. We never went off. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. It's a 6 verse 9. Esau's the it's okay, man. All right, Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's beginning of it, man. I guess Satan didn't like that. He used to programming and stuff, man. But yeah, man. That's how it's gonna be. Except Jake gonna be in a immortal body. He's gonna have that glow. The women gonna be like to a million power, beautiful. All right. Jake had to worry about getting bald head, gray hair, anymore and everything. And muscular, good health. Food gonna taste better, man. All right, that's how it's gonna be, man. And that's why these people, they're afraid of the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American. Found out they're Israelites. All right, because they know it's major trouble for them, which is hardcore slavery, and for Esau, which is a extinction in Obadiah 1:10 and 1:18. All right, so hey, man, the Israelites are the chosen people. They originally were you know, dark skin, dark brown people, you know, various shades of brown, you know. All right, and you know, they're next to rule the world, you know, and there's nothing anybody could do about it, you know. Hey, Yahweh would um, fix it so, you know, fix it that way, so you know, nothing you could do about it. All right, so this is it. I hope you've been edified, and shalom.